Hello, everyone. Welcome to our 8-8 Abundance Activation class. I'm excited about 8-8 because it's a double infinity day. We have the 8th day of the month, August, and in so many cultures and systems, 8 represents infinity, and it is connected to abundance, wealth, prosperity, and all kinds of possibilities. So, thank you for joining me. And today we want to play with abundance. The reason I say play, especially for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, I often use the word play, or I use the word play most of the time, because life. When you make life work, then it could be a lot of draining energy. Because in general, a lot of people refer to work as things that you don't really want to do, but you do anyway for a paycheck. So we want to detach from that mindset, and we want to look at exploration. How do we explore life? How do we play with possibilities? How do we have fun with options that are showing up? And when we actually focus on things from a state of joy or possibilities and keep asking, what could be the most magical scenario that can show up? And questions like that. And I wonder how much more magic and miracles can show up around this event or around this opportunity or in my life. When we start to ask those kind of questions, we immediately redirect our thought process from what is not working to possibilities. So let's take a moment right now and just think about your abundance in general. When I talk about abundance, I talk about a flow of all things in harmony. Money is just one part of abundance. Money is not all about abundance. So abundance of the amount of cosmic energy that's flowing through you. Your finances, your income, your savings, your relationships to people, your friendships, the amount of love and healing energies that you're allowing in your life. Then how you are living in your day-to-day life. How much joy you're experiencing. What does your universe look like and feel like? So all of those are a part of abundance. So let's begin to look at abundance as a holistic process for your reality, for your universe. So abundance is a flow of all things in harmony. So when we talk about raising your abundance vibration, it's not just about money, because if you're not healthy, then a lot of money would still cause tremendous amount of disharmony because you're not healthy. Or if your relationship is completely in a mess, you with your family members, with your kids, parents, grandkids, and let's say your business associates and others, then you still are experiencing a lot of disharmony. So that's why when we talk about abundance, let's refer to abundance as a flow of all things in harmony. So everything in your life is getting better. Your income, your savings, the flow of love and relationships, the energy of health and wellness, your cosmic alignment with your soul, vision, and heart purpose. Everything is a part of your abundance flow. So when we play with abundance that way, we can notice what's showing up in our life now, and what are some areas we would like to change, and then what will be the most magical scenario. So let's just take a minute now, and you can keep your eyes open or closed, it's up to you, but let's just take 1 minute to simply focus on abundance in your life. What's showing up in all the different areas, what's working, what needs to change, and what could be some magical scenarios or options that can show up or that you would love to attract more in your life. Okay, so let's spend a minute simply focusing on that. Just breathe in and out deeply and gently a few times. And now think about what you would love to experience or attract or manifest in your life. Especially in the areas where you notice that there's disharmony showing up, or you would rather experience other things, especially in those areas. Think about what could be some magical scenarios or solutions for you. Great. So, when we focus on abundance, we want to make sure that we focus on abundance on a regular basis, on a daily basis. It's not just a one-time thing, and it's not just attending, one class in a year, but it's like brushing your teeth. Like you brush your teeth every day, multiple times a day, hopefully, and then you want to focus on keep your teeth and gum healthy, right? That's why you do that. You're not going to a dentist every day, but it's a habit that you form so that you brush your teeth daily. In a similar way, you want to make sure that you are playing with possibilities every day, regardless of what's showing up. If you could do this before you're going to bed, that's awesome, because then when you sleep, your brain is still in that abundance mode. But otherwise, even if you forget or don't remember, just spend some time every day. Set an alarm on your phone when you know that time at night or early morning you're not going to be really busy, so you can spend 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes on abundance. And what do you do with those 3, 5, 8, or 10 minutes? Think about your magical world. Think about the question, what would I love to experience? Or if things are showing up that you do not want, and if you're in a situation where you would rather experience or attract something else, and you are looking to move out of some situation, then ask the other question first, what would I rather experience? Or what would I rather attract? When you ask that question, immediately your brain will go into a creation mode. It would tell you that, okay, I would rather attract this, all these new scenarios or different scenarios. So you want to play with those scenarios and those possibilities. So that's why it's a very powerful question. What would I rather experience or attract or manifest? Or then what would I love to attract or manifest or create or experience? Ask these questions and allow your brain to constantly respond to you. If you are experiencing disharmony, then let's say immediately take a step back, and even if it's difficult sometimes, immediately take a step back and ask, what would be the most magical scenario? What would I rather experience? Then your brain will go into a creation mode. It will connect you with possibilities instead of you focusing on what's happening now, what's showing up now, what are the things that you don't like now. Because then you're shining a universal spotlight or those cosmic energies on the things that are showing up now that you don't want. So instead, you want to shine the spotlight and direct the energy toward what you would rather experience or create or manifest. So remember that question. I ask that often in many different programs. And if you haven't heard that, or if you don't remember it from before, then write it down. What would I rather experience? What would I love to manifest? What would I love to attract? What would be the most magical scenario for me? So start asking these questions, okay? So the next thing is, as you start to play with abundance and possibilities, we know that we can see in today's world there are all kinds of things happening all the time, and these scenarios or things that different groups are doing, they can take us out of alignment. They can take us into fear mode. They can take us into, why is this happening on Earth, and why is this happening to me? They can take us into those modes. But immediately we want to come back to the space that where we can ask that as a question, what would I rather experience for myself, for humanity, for the planet? So you can use the same questions to focus on a bigger picture. So then again, your brain immediately responds to you, and you start moving out of what's showing up now. And you start moving out of that chaotic vortex, and you start to move into a possibility vortex, okay? And what is a vortex? If you take a glass of water and take a spoon and begin to stir that glass of water, that's a vortex, right? You're creating a vortex. A vortex is like a tornado. So when I talk about a vortex, a creation vortex is a clockwise rotating vortex, and a counterclockwise rotating vortex is more like a transformational decomposing vortex. You're letting go of information. You're unwinding or uninstalling things. So you can look at it, that way. And again, whether something is moving clockwise or rotating clockwise or counterclockwise, it really depends on where you're standing and how you're looking at it. In space, there is no up, down, left, right, clockwise, counterclockwise. There's only rotation. So it really depends on your relationship to it, okay? So now, the other thing to notice is to look at your personal abundance vibration. And, finances could be easiest in this case to look at first. Notice your income for the last, let's say, 3 years. Notice your savings for the last 3 years. Then move on to noticing your relationships for the last 3 years, noticing your health and wellness and how things are manifesting in your physical body in the last 3 years, and then noticing your alignment, your inner joy, your satisfaction. Do you feel that you're moving in the right direction? That's a big question in today's world. Do you think that you are aligning with your higher vision and your purpose? Even if you don't know it, it's fine. But if you are constantly feeling not good, and if you're constantly feeling that some things are off and you'd rather be doing anything else and be anywhere else, then something needs to shift, right? So let's really focus on opening up a stronger flow of abundance. Now, in my teachings and playing, and today we're going to go through a journey and exploration very soon. What I do is I play with holographic tools. Those of you who have explored different classes and programs with me, you already know that some fundamental or foundational holographic tools like Restore Inner Abundance, Restore Inner Magic, you can use them just simply by using an activation phrase and launching that energy vortex for you. So those of you who have the tools, just launch them every day. Just when you launch Restore Inner Abundance, think about an abundance vortex forming through you and around you, and it's going through every cell, every atom, through your DNA, through your chakras, meridians, through your home, often business, through your bank accounts, and through your entire universe. When you run Restore Inner Magic, think about the magical vortex is spiraling through you and your entire universe. So spend some time there every day, raising your abundance vibration. That's the easiest way to rewrite your abundance matrix, because you can simply run that program, focus on what is it that you desire, focus on that vortex energy, and allow the program, the holographic program, to keep raising your abundance vibration, step by step. And if you don't have it, then start to focus on creating an abundance vortex with your mind, bringing all the possibilities, bringing cosmic energy, bringing a lot of earth energy for help to help you ground the abundance and manually create that abundance vortex. So think about a golden abundance vortex, spiraling through you, and it's spiraling through every cell, every atom, through your DNA, your chakras, meridians, your home, office, business, bank accounts, everything, right? So when you start to play with these vortex energies, then you can start to shift your abundance matrix and raise your abundance vibration. Okay? So those are some fun ways you can play with. Today's special day, the 8-8 abundance energy that we are talking about. In a lot of the spiritual tradition, this particular day is also referred to like a Lionsgate portal, and there are many other names. And this day, the royal star Regulus has a strong connection to this day. So it's in the constellation Leo, and those of you who have played with me with the stars, I play a lot with different cosmic energies and stars and galaxies because they open up a lot more for you. They help you to align spiritually in a stronger way, and they open up a stronger vortex or stronger flow of cosmic energies and abundance in all areas of your life. So, you want to make sure that you start playing with some of these cosmic energies. And the more we do that, the more we enhance our life and shift our reality so that things can show up with more ease and grace. Let us begin our journey and exploration today. Focus on your heart. Gently close your eyes and begin to breathe in and out. Let's bring up spiraling earth energies from the center of earth and allow those energies to come up through your lower chakras and your feet for grounding. And allow the spiraling rays of the sun to come down through your higher chakras and your crown. Allow these energies to spiral through you up and down, creating a vortex between the earth and the sun. Allow these energies to gradually get stronger for you. Now focus on today and focus on this entire year, and then begin to focus on the next 8 years in your mind. Think about the next 8 years. And also think about the last 8 years. Let's take that entire range when we consider our linear time from 8 years ago to 8 years into the future. Let's take that whole chunk of time and let's isolate that time. As you experience the journey, I will be doing some of the background processing for you. So simply notice your sensations. I will first use the rings of harmony to flush out a lot of old patterns and programming that shows up around receiving, around allowing, around experiencing a stronger flow of abundance. Simply keep breathing in and out deeply and gently, and notice your sensations. You can imagine or visualize dirty water coming out of these 8 years in your past and 8 years in the future, this range of the 16 years. Let's shift the flow of abundance. Any resistance, any lack, any limitations, let's begin to transform them. And I'm using the rings of harmony. Those of you who have it, run it for you with me. Run it for every day of these 16 years. We are at the center of it. We're looking backwards and forwards, 8 years and 8 years. Simply notice dirty water, meaning old programming, non-beneficial energy, non-beneficial experiences, limitations, lack, all those energies are coming out of you and coming out of your timeline from these 16 years, and they're getting flushed out of your field and out of your reality. They're going into a gigantic universal recycling bin where all of that data and information and experiences and connections get recycled. Whatever happened, choose to transform those energies. Let's focus on allowing a stronger flow of love, joy, harmony, vibrant health, abundance, financial abundance, magic and miracles, and other empowering connections in all areas of your life. I'm going to bring in some transformation energies and allow these energies to run through every day of this life. Again, going 8 years into the past and 8 years into the future. I'm also going to run an energetic deep cleansing of your chakras and meridians. Allow them to become stronger and more aligned, and allow cosmic energies to flow through them with ease. Let's breathe in and out deeply and gently. Let us now focus on creation and possibilities. What are some things that you would love to attract or create or manifest or experience in your life? Allow your heart to respond. Tune into your heart's energy. I will now use the holographic program Restore Inner Abundance for you and for the upcoming 8 years, and also moving back 8 years. So notice the energy vortex of Restore Inner Abundance spiraling through every day for these 16 years. We're going beyond linear time. So when you start bringing in a stronger vibration of abundance in different parts of your life, you can allow that energy to ripple out through your entire life's journey. Allow a little bit of time traveling to happen with abundance. Just play with curiosity and notice how information and your path unfolds. And those of you who have restored inner abundance, run it for yourself, for your home, office, business, bank accounts, everything. Begin to raise your abundance vibration. Raise your upper limits. Dissolve your upper limits. Allow stronger flow of abundance and possibilities to show up in your life. Allow the energies to spiral through your job, business, career. Notice the flow of the abundance vortex spiraling through every cell of your body, going into the nucleus of each cell, going through your DNA strands, spiraling through your chakras and meridians, through your energy field, and through your entire universe. Let's specially focus on the next 8 years. And in your mind, notice the calendar years and notice that a golden spiraling vortex is flowing through every day of these upcoming 8 years. Begin to feel the energy, see the vortex energies, notice with all of your senses. Think about some of the solutions that you're looking for. Think about some of the ideas that you have for the next 8 years. Even if you haven't thought about that far, still focus on opening up a stronger flow of abundance in all areas of your life. What does your magical world look like? What does it feel like? Think about and focus on that magical world with all of your senses. See it, feel it, hear it, smell it, notice in many different ways. Focus on allowing and attracting all the magical solutions. Focus on allowing everything with ease and grace. You are always at the right place at the right time. Everything works out for you, starting now. I'm going to bring in a sprinkle of energy matrix for empowerment from the Royal Star Regulus. Allow the energies and information to spiral through you. And notice your senses. Let's breathe In and out, deeply and gently a few more times. Let's express our gratitude to all who helped us today. Let's come back to your present moment. Rub your hands together and gently open your eyes. Welcome back. That was powerful, playing with different types of energy and information. And I kind of focus on the last 8 years too, in addition to the next 8 years, because I'm playing with a lot of information and options now to start processes in different times of your soul's journey, so that you can experience the ripple of the results as you move through time. So play with these energies. You can experience the journey multiple times, by logging into, or just bookmark the page where this is going to be posted, and just come back and experience it multiple times. Share the 8 Abundance page with others, so others can experience it too. And some of the things I would recommend. First of all, every first weekday of the month there is a monthly abundance call that you can join. I send out the email via it goes up from our system. So if you are a part of it, then you can receive it. And every Friday, generally, I send out a weekly magic tip where I give you some guidance about playing with different tools and different options. And how do you create an abundance vortex? How do you map something for abundance? How do you align with higher vibration? And many different tips. So read the information, watch the videos, do the exercises on your own. And moving forward, one thing I would suggest is start to experiment with 8 days, running something for 8 days. So let's say you're focusing on, bringing in certain solutions, or opening up certain flow, or raising your abundance vibration. Then choose to start on a particular day whenever you want, and continue that for 8 days, so you can bring in the energies of 8 and abundance and wealth and prosperity and possibilities by tuning into the collective consciousness of hundreds of millions of people who look at 8 as a powerful number. And there are a lot of cosmic connections to it also. So let's say if you're focusing on raising your income, then starting now or whenever you focus on that, for the next 8 days, really play with abundance. The easiest thing is to keep running Restoring Our Abundance every day, keep running Restoring Our Magic every day. Start using the holographic dream seeder to play some of your dreams and nurture them. All the holographic tools, they automatically calculate the information, energy, where you are, the data flow, how things work. So, and they help you to break thresholds, to continue to move forward. Some of that can sound technical, if you're relatively new, but they're very easy to understand, very easy to use. You can just launch them with an activation command. So play with the dream seeder, play with Restoring Our Abundance, Restoring Our Magic, some of those holographic tools and programs. And those of you who have the feng shui, holographic feng shui down for your home, you can look at the abundance sectors of your home and think about golden vortex of abundance energies running in those areas. Okay, so some of that information is on the website. You can see where the 1 star is for abundance, where the 8 is, where the 6 is. So just look at the information in your mind, in your heart, start to generate those vortex energies. A lot of that is already built on your home or office, on those properties, on the holographic feng shui plate. So just play with these energies, So again, abundance, playing with abundance is just it's a matter of developing skill set. We all have ups and downs. We all go through different scenarios. Sometimes things come in from because there's an experience that we need to move through. It could be because of our soul journey, because of our timeline. So yeah, there are many different variances and many different variables. But what you can do, what is under your control, is to really keep focusing on abundance and possibilities and moving forward, and keep looking at solutions. So ask those questions. What would I rather experience? What would I love to attract? What would I love to create? I will post some of these on the abundance page, so you can come back and ask those questions when you revisit the audio or the video. But keep asking those questions and keep playing with different holographic tools, programs. Become a stronger part of the community. If you are on one of our private Facebook groups, then when you're playing with certain ideas, post something so the group can energize you too. Yeah. So let's begin to play more with abundance, possibilities, and creation energies, and let's focus on creating a lot of magic for you this year and over the years, and continue to just play with different tools and processes and some of the cosmic energies, and notice how magic unfolds in your life. Okay, so thank you very much for joining from all over the world. We create a very strong global network, and every time we come together, we empower each other and we empower the planet too. So thanks for playing. Thanks for joining. Wishing you a magical rest of your day, rest of the infinity month, and rest of a magical year. All right, awesome. So if you have any question around abundance and some of the things I have mentioned, you can use the control panel to raise your hand, and you can also post any brief question using the chat window. Let me take a look and see if there are questions that I see. I know a lot of you have been saying hello throughout the call or the class, from many different parts of the world. Let's see if there are any specific questions. Yeah, I see a lot of appreciation, gratitude, and playing with information. So how do you visualize your timeline? One of the questions. In the live event in September, I will go into details about the spherical timeline and the journey, and then when you look at it, how some experience from another timeline, is affecting and why it's affecting you. A lot of that will make sense, and we will look at planting seeds into different timelines of your soul journey. So we will play a lot with time. Right now, just to make things easy, if you just visualize a straight line, you can think about, it's starting with, let's say your left side is past, your right side is future. If that's how you want to visualize it, then just think about you're at the center, you're going back 8 years into the past on one side, 8 years into the future on one side, and you're running different tools. You're running Restoring Our Abundance Vortex through the entire timeline, through every day of the year, through every day of these 8 years and 8 years. You can think about the calendar years, think about all those years, and just let's say an abundance vortex is running through every day of the 8 years in the past and 8 years in the future. In reality, all timelines are simultaneous. We just assign things as past, present, future. But in reality, beyond the four-dimensional restriction of time, everything is simultaneous. So we will play along with some of that in the live event in Seattle, Washington. Those of you who are local, or if you have an interest, you can look at that. It's a 3-day live event where we will go much deeper into many different areas and shaping time and rewriting abundance matrix, playing with fractal energy and everything. Okay. Why is 8 a special number? So there are many different types of questions. Some of them don't really have anything to do with today's exploration. So I'll skip those. You can ask those on the first of each month, the first weekday of each month, when we do the general monthly abundance call, and you can bring those on those calls. Today we'll just focus on abundance and some of the things we played with today. Why is 8 a special number? The first thing is it looks like infinity, right? So or 8 looks like infinity, and that's why it's connected to it. Also, in many systems, 8 is connected to wealth, abundance, prosperity. Many systems say it's connected to the energy of the planet Saturn and the wealth, prosperity that Saturn represents. It is connected to that energy. So over a period of time, like from for the last, I don't know, many thousands of years, people have seen 8 as a very powerful symbol of infinity, prosperity, wealth, abundance. So the group consciousness builds up and it makes things even more powerful. So things become exponentially more powerful because of the collective consciousness of billions of people, for thousands of years, who have focused on 8 as a powerful number. Okay, so that's one of the reasons too. What are the dates in September? 21st, 2nd, 3rd of September is where we have the 3-day live event. And it's on the website. Then again, we also send out an email generally on Tuesdays, and then on Friday, there's a weekly magic tip. So emails are encoded with a lot of cosmic energies too. So whenever you open up any of the emails, make an intention that as you open it and as you scan through it, as you look at the images, your abundance vibration increases. And again, abundance meaning all things in your life, in all areas of your life. You're allowing a stronger flow of love, joy, harmony, abundance, vibrant health, collaboration, everything, not just money. Okay. I think those are all the questions that I see here on the video chat. Some questions on the webcast. Do all vortex you use run clockwise? Creation energy, when you look at like in relationship with your with Earth now, the way we are clockwise in most spiritual tradition, it's seen as its creation energy, and counterclockwise is when you are decomposing something, unwinding something. Okay? So you can look at it that way. And many of you have mentioned in the webcast that it's 2-3 a.m. in the morning for you. So thanks for joining. And when we connect from all over the world and come together, we each spread a lot of these cosmic energies in our areas. So collectively, when we play with these energies, the earth receives tremendous amount of benefits. And we all know that with all the interesting things happening on earth, and we certainly need that energy, and start sending a lot of healing, love, support, and empowering energies to people all over the world, so that people can open up more, they can understand the truth, they can rise above manipulation, they can really start to align more with their higher soul vision. All right, I think those are all the questions that I see. There's a hand raised. There you go, unmuted. Marlene? Wait, unmute. I think your line may be muted.
I think it's unmuted now, is it?
Okay.
All right, it kept muting again. We're gonna have a replay of this.
Yes, the replay is going to be posted on the same page where you have found the access information. So as soon as the video gets processed, then I'll post the replay there.
Okay, because in the middle of the process, my computer started going crazy. So I said, here goes more electronic energy, So anyway, my question, Monsieur, is I am very well into manifesting, almost everything I ever desire. So I've worked with a lot of people and helped them to manifest a lot of things as well. And I have a question, like right now I have to get some surgery done on my teeth and gums. And the money is like pretty high. So I'm wondering if there's a way to use what we were doing tonight to manifest that money at a faster rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get this work done.
First thing is, did you ever work with the Healing Star Maya in any of my classes?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so that would be something I would recommend, but then it's since you haven't, you can bring in a lot of Maya's energy. You can think about bringing in nature's healing energy. So first thing is, let's bring in some healing energy into those areas. So bring in nature's healing energy, like healing energy from the rainforest. Think about a misty green energy going into those areas and focus on, healing those areas completely, regenerating everything, and everything is harmonious. And that's one thing. And then the second thing is when you're looking at the financial solution, ask that question: what could be the most magical scenario? How can this show up in a week or 2 weeks? How can this show up now? What can be how can magic and miracles happen to whatever profession you are in your profession, so that a stronger flow of abundance can show up. Ask at those questions, so you redirect your focus from what's not there, what is needed. That's a need-based connection. So that means it's still lack. You don't have it, so you want it. Instead of that, let's look at all options that are available in this universe. So what would you love to experience? You would love to experience that financial abundance where everything shows up. You would love to experience healthy teeth and gum. You would love to experience all things working out for you harmoniously. And for abundance, my default is always use the ring, restoring our abundance. It's a holographic program. If you're not familiar with it, then you can just you can find it on the website. I will post the link. You'll get a follow-up email where I can outline some of that information for everyone, because I know there are lots of a lot of you who are joining who are very new for the first time. You're coming in and familiar with some of the terms or tools that I'm using. So I'll send out a follow-up email so you have a better idea. But you can use Restoring Our Abundance to keep running that abundance vortex. Just play with the energies of possibilities and creation. And as you raise your abundance threshold, then a stronger flow of cosmic abundance can show up for you.
Okay, yeah, because I was saying, when your tooth or teeth or whatever, they happen to break or fall out or be pulled out, I was like, we're not babies anymore, you know. So our mind was set on you only get 2 sets of teeth. And I said, who says so? And that's what my mind was saying lately. So it's kind of like, you know, like you were saying in the beginning to me, like, let's focus on healing it with the rainforest and that. And I'm saying, okay, that's a new one for me. Because I was sitting there for weeks now saying, okay, gums, teeth, bones, you know, go back to the way you were, you know, before all this all ever began. And now we were working 8 years back, 8 years forward. So I was working on that tonight during that, you know, process we were doing. And then the video went nuts. So I was like, oh, thanks. But thank you so much for your beautiful time tonight. It was awesome.
Well, thanks for joining. Have a magical rest of your day and rest of the month.
You too.
All right. I don't see any other hand raised. And great. So thank you very much for joining. You know, as soon as the video processing is done, I will post the replay and I will post the audio file too after I post the video. So, you know, those of you who have any bandwidth issues, then you can also listen to the audio and especially, you know, revisit the journey and keep playing with the journey. Okay, so have a magical rest of your day, and let's focus on unlocking a stronger flow of abundance, magic, and miracles in all areas of your life.